Hello guys, Trader here, and today I'm going to show you a strategy about the LDP. I'll be talking about the LDP. LDP has been here for a while, and as you can see, I'm now currently on the LDP. From the LDP, as you can see, we have here the digits, and the E represent even and the O represent odd as usual. And you can switch even to numbers if you want to see numbers. Where still the green represent even and the red represent odd, but I prefer this one that shows the types. So what we'll be looking at is very simple. We are looking at we have here on top here these are the old appearances, but the ones that are currently appearing are right here on the bottom, are right here on the bottom. The ones that are currently appearing are right here on the bottom. So for example, currently we had like 5 6 odd numbers appearing. This one right here, we have now 7 odd numbers appearing, and our strategy is this. And this strategy is usually like it's called in gambling terms it's called the gambler's fallacy, which sometimes is a good idea, sometimes is a bad idea. And what it entails is that you wait until a certain number or a certain type of number appears many times than usual, so and then you start predicting the other number. So in this example, we'll be waiting for something like even to appear like maybe 5 times or 6 times, and then we start predicting odd. That's the strategy. Or we wait for odd to appear many times, then we start predicting even. That's actually the strategy. And as you can see, now there is one thing we should know. What's the unusual number of times for it to appear? What's the unusual number of times for it to appear? So, and to get to know that, when you click just more, you can check on the recent ones. You can see like, okay, 4 times is somehow acceptable. We can use 4 times. So we can wait for one number to appear at least 4 times. So like even to appear like 4 times. Once even appears like 4 times, we can trade odd. Or once odd appears 4 times, you can trade even. And for simplicity, we'll actually be trading even. So we'll be waiting for odd to appear like 4 times, and then we trade even. That's actually the strategy in simple terms. And remember, you can actually automate these by just clicking on the auto config. When you click on the auto config, you can come here and say last 2 digits equals to, let's say we want to trade even, so we want odd to appear several times. So we'll say last 2 digits, last 4 digits we are using for, let's say last 4 digits equals to odd, we trade even. As simple as that. And then I can turn on the auto trade. Once I turn on the auto trade, it will automatically take trades for me with this condition fulfilled. And as you can see, we already did our analysis here, and now okay, we will use the 4 times. We'll assume the 4 times is the unusual one, but as you can see, we have also another unusual one here that's a little bit longer. We have another one here, so but we'll be using something like 4 times. When it appears 4 times, we'll be using it to trade. And that's exactly 4 times. So if it appears 4 times, so for example, if it appears 4 times and then you take a trade and then it continue appearing, so for example we lose that trade, it will actually not take another trade. So for us to take another trade so that it can be 4 times or more, we can add the max master, so that if you lose on one and it's continuous appearing, it will take another trade. So for that, as you can see, we have seen that the unusual ones are gone. Now we can use the 4 times now. So and then I'll turn on the auto trade, and when I turn on the auto trade, I'll just wait for it to place trades for me. But remember, I can also make it, I can also actually take trades manually, but For the LDP, it's easy actually to take the trades automatically. And for those who always ask, how do you stop it from taking trades automatically? You just turn off the auto trade. You turn off the auto trade. If you're on Digitscan, turn off the auto sync or AI sync. Let's wait. As you can see, we had 4 times there. It took a trade to trade even. It lost and took another trade. I think it will take another trade. Okay, it was a little bit late. Let's wait. It did close a little bit late. Let's wait for another one. We have another 4 times. Also lost. Let's see if it will take another trade. Okay, it did not take another trade. Let's wait for another one. If we get these right, let's see. For another one, I forgot to turn off the martingale, but let's see. For the next one, 1, 2, I have 2, we have 3, we have 4. It took a trade. That trade won. We want that one. We want that one. So we had somehow where we had like 2, more than 4, so we lost those ones. And as you can see, when the even comes as 4, it is not trading since I've commanded it to trade on even, and I'm looking for the odd numbers. And actually the LDP is as simple as that. It's just recognizing the patterns. Let's see if we get another one. Okay, we didn't get another one there. So you can check on the pattern and see, okay, the most that are appearing are maybe 2, 3, or 4, and you can even add even up to 6 and say, okay, I'll only take trades if the 6 appears. And for that, you can actually do that right now. I'll just write here 6. And if 6 odd numbers appears following each other, that's at this point right here, at this point right here, if 6 odd numbers appear following each other, it will actually trade even. And if you go read about these, you can go read about the gambler's fallacy. It's actually discouraging trading, but it's related with something called the law of large numbers, because we know at the end we know that it will balance out, but you don't know when. So that's why when you check on the numbers, you will see that, okay, the most common one is around, let's say here, or the larger ones are around here. So you can count and say, okay, the most awkward one, or the most time it appears, is maybe 6 times, like 6 odd numbers following each other, and then you can trade on maybe something like even, or 7 numbers following each other, and then you can trade on odd, and then you can use that as your entry point to trade. You can use that as your entry point to trade, because you know at the end of the day, they'll stop following that pattern of numbers will stop. As you can see now, we have 5, we have 6, and then it took a trade and we lost because it actually appears as 7, and it's still continuing trading. Let's see, it already took another trade. I think that one we won. Yeah, we won that one because I have turned on the max master, and as you can see, we have like $2 in profits right now. We were using like $1. It's on my live account. I'm now at $81, and that's LDP actually. That's LDP in even and odd. You're just looking at the numbers and trading. And guys, remember one thing: for you to be profitable in trading, there is one thing you have to do. Make sure you are managing your risk right. Make sure you're managing your risk right. As you can see, this was like a $78 account, and I was using a stake of actually only $1 with a $78 account, which is very little, but that's a good risk management strategy actually. And with the strategy, don't expect to make like many losses. It's better to have a few entries than more entries and more losses. And that's LDP. Guys, see you in the next video.